Hi, I'm Jason Sterling. I'm a member of the EA Creator Network. As such, Lovestruck was free of charge, as were other packs in the past. And now let's get started here. It's morning. It's very early here in the United States of America. Good morning, everybody in America. And the rest of the world, good afternoon or good night. We're going to make sure that we're live here. And then we are going to work a little bit further on... no, not work a little bit further. Hopefully finish this hotel, this Palm Flower Hotel here. I hope. It looks like we are rolling here. I'm still waking up, I feel like. I mean, kind of a little bit. I do have some coffee in me, so that helps. Okay, so this is it. So far, we've got a 4-story sort of tower, sort of topper here for this tower, right? This tower underneath it. I've had a really tough time kind of adapting a build. I mean, yes and no. Adapting a build for this base, right? Because we've got this kind of base here that's very, I don't know. I think of this as kind of 1980s, like late 70s, first half of the 80s, sort of modern, right? A modern look. So far, I've done, hello, Andre, how are you? I don't have the lion this morning. I left him off to the side this morning. It's just too hot here in Oklahoma. It's so hot today. In fact, I should have turned the air conditioner down already. It's morning here in Oklahoma in the United States, and I need to turn the air conditioner back down. I usually sleep with a little bit warmer at night, a little bit cooler during the day. I'm just talking about this hotel here. I've been having a kind of a tough time figuring out what I wanted to do with this particular building. I named this hotel the Palm Flower. It's kind of got this sort of design on top, and ended up going with a postmodern feel. Now, the top 2 floors are pretty much done. There is a penthouse here, two level sort of penthouse. I'm calling this a hotel. Let's be realistic. It pretty much ended up just being an apartment, like an apartment topper. You could use the 4 rent pack to kind of, to subdivide this off into real apartments. So we've got this 2-bedroom, 3-4 bath penthouse. We've got a 2-bedroom flat here, which is what we're going to be working on here in just a little bit. It is mapped out. It does have furniture. We just need some clutter and some color and some stuff to kind of drive this along. And then we've got 2 1-bedroom sort of extended stay, either apartments or hotel rooms that are finished on the first floor. If we ever truly get hotels in game, I might come back and redesign this as more of a hotel with separate rooms. I also might just do it anyway if I get bored at some point. I might do it anyway. Yeah, it's been a little bit of time since we haven't seen each other. Things happen. I don't always post in the mornings. I like posting in the mornings before I go to work, before I go to work, before I do university, like my classes and stuff. On the weekends, I tend to post more midday, more afternoon here in the United States. And you're buying Growing Together. That's awesome. Awesome. I like Growing Together a lot. The stuff that came with Growing Together is really cool for building and decorating and stuff like that. And the world's pretty cool, especially if you don't live in the United States. Now I live in the United States, so to me that world is pretty typical, pretty suburban. But if you don't live here and you're not used to that sort of style of world where you live, I think the world's pretty and it's well built and it's well designed. I pretty much did builds for, I think, every single lot in San Sequoia. I think that's what it's called in game, the world San Sequoia. Let's start here in the kitchen. I'm going to add a few more kind of items in here, kind of finish this off. Let's see how quickly we can get this done. I always think I'm going to get stuff done really fast. Like I'm literally going to get in here. I'm going to build this out in like 5 minutes. That does not happen. Oh, we also need to, I'm also going to need to put in some cheats. This is move objects on, of course. That allows me to place things all over the place, anywhere basically. Now, it won't all necessarily work everywhere you place it, but you can place it. Ignore gameplay. It unlocks the stuff that you normally only get. You know, I almost can't talk and type at the same time. Ignore gameplay. It unlocks the stuff that you normally only get through playing the game, like if you join a career or something. And then you've got show hidden objects, which is stuff like collectibles and stuff like that. And show live edit objects. That's stuff like build mode items and trees and stuff like that that they use to build the world itself out for a pack. And there's usually a lot of things that are specific to packs, especially expansion packs that are only within the live edit menu and definitely within the show hidden objects menu. Oh, you don't see good construction with only using growing together. You know, that could be true. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did any base game only growing together with the growing together pack only. I don't know if I did any builds like that. Something tells me I did. I know for sure I did a base game only hacienda style build for San Sequoia. That was sort of a mansion, sort of manor house for a suburban California environment. I did do that, and that was base game only. So I only use base game assets, and then you can kind of add assets in from any pack you want. I did that for the 50 by 50 lot. Well, it was 64 by 64 lots, what it ended up being in San Sequoia. I built it on a 50 by 50 lot because I wanted people to be able to use it if they didn't have any packs, they just had base game. Put this here, here, here. I don't have a dishwasher in this unit, and I'm not sure. It's kind of a small kitchen. Again, this is supposed to be a hotel, a sort of like extended stay hotel. So I don't think I'm actually going to put a dishwasher in here. We're going to just leave it as it is. We are going to grab a few kind of typical kitchen items that I do use for clutter from the cool kitchen pack. Oh, no kidding. So Inzoi is going to come out like at the end of 2024. I kind of thought it might, around the holiday season, if they were lucky, if they could get it all done. We'll see what it comes out for. That's going to be an interesting pack to watch to see, is it really much of a competitor to The Sims 4 because the specs are so high? Is that going to draw a lot of people off? I think we'll go with blue here, by the way. I really don't know if it will. It will draw some people off. I definitely will try it out, see what it's like myself. But more importantly, I think it's going to be interesting to see if it kind of lights a fire under EA and maybe gets them to devote some more resources to The Sims 4. Since there's going to be this sort of competition now, this is the first real sort of Sims type competition that we've had in a little while. I'm also going to put some flowers on this table, I think, here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So you just anticipated access for all the game to see if they're going to put in some new. Okay. I kind of get it. Well, we'll see how that goes then. I would love to see them put out another demo to kind of play around with. I haven't watched any of the. I'm kind of looking for this. I don't know how I can be missing it. I must be missing it. I'm looking for this little flower vase. There it is from Dine Out. It comes in blue, so that's why I was looking for it. We're gonna put it here on the table, dress things up a little bit. I've not watched any of the videos really from Enjoy. I did do one video with the cast creator. I gather there were other videos, at least for build play, and maybe some for gameplay. I really don't know. But I think so. I think I saw a few things posted on Twitter about that. I don't know that Enjoy really got that message out super strong, that there was other kind of stuff coming. Let me get this worked out here. Other kind of play stuff coming, I don't know. Plus, I don't have a whole lot of time really to watch a lot of stuff. I typically, if I have free time to do something like that, you're going to find me actually doing content creation. I'm going to put this in here. Let's do that there, kind of make that a sort of little accent wall. I'm going to do this one the same way. Do we have any other walls like that? We kind of have this. We'll wait and see from there. I think we could go through. Let's do the half bath with that wall pattern. Well, will the Sims 5, the Sims 5, I don't know. So far, the graphical style that they've shown and the sort of pictures and stuff they've shown doesn't look that hyper realistic as Enjoy does. And I don't think the Sims 5 is going to push the limits on like computer specs. Like you said, like your computer won't play the demo of Enjoy. The demo of Enjoy is not even as high a specs as the actual game is going to be. They use a lower spec sort of setup for the cast demo. So, if you couldn't even play the demo, and a lot of people couldn't play the demo, it locked up on them, stuff like that, then you for sure won't be able to play the main game without buying a new PC. And I don't think that The Sims is going to want to lose too much of their base. Like, I don't think they're going to want to risk that. I think they're going to try to keep the specs manageable. And I'll be honest, I mean, I loved Enjoy's I love that hyper realism look. It was super, super cool. But I do also really like The Sims 4 sort of animation look, sort of cartoon look. And especially over the years, I've gotten to where I like it more and more. When the game first came out, I was not super enthused with the way it looked. I really wasn't. But over the years, I really have come to like it. And like I tried to recreate some of my Sims from The Sims 4 in Enjoy, and I just really couldn't get it to work, I mean, I could never really get anyone made that looked like my Sims in The Sims 4. And one of the big drawbacks for me switching from The Sims 4 is I do have a really developed cast of characters. And I have a developed cast of characters that I really like. And I just don't know that I want to completely drop those in order to have all new characters. Now, I did make kind of a new character in Zoe that's supposed to be a cousin of one of my Sims characters. And I thought he looked good. And it did look so stunning. And like I said, I'll probably play it. But I don't know. Will it draw me completely away from The Sims 4? Nah, it won't. Well, Sims, yeah, it's going to be like when humans die. I think they'll keep that reeled in a little bit. I don't think they're going to have it be too hyper realistic with death. Hopefully, the Sims with death, it sometimes plays it off a little bit sort of humorous sometimes. They try to throw in a little bit of humor, and it's still kind of sad. So I don't know if people want to see something like really realistic when it comes to death in a simulation game. We'll see. Do 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 do. Well, Direct 12 is part of DirectX 12 is part of the equation, right? That's part of what you need. Unfortunately, I think you're going to need a huge amount of hard drive space. Maybe I'll use some of these little cactuses this time. Will they work up here? Because just the demo for the character creator was 20 gigabytes. I mean, it was huge. And then the processor you need and the graphics card you need, like a DirectX 12 will work on a lot of different graphics cards. But I guess we'll stick with that then. But you're not going to get that hyper realism unless you have like the recommended, I guess you could say, recommended graphics card. So I don't know. We'll see. It's probably a long ways off. Probably a long ways off. If they're just now pitching kind of December or something as maybe another sort of launch of a demo to a handful of people or whatever they're going to do. We'll kind of see how that ends up going. I'll throw a few little plants over here too. Right at the moment, I thought it was really pretty. I mean, I will say that it was really pretty, but kind of like what I need to see the gameplay. I need to see how the game works. I need to see the whole thing as a package. I don't really need a pretty picture generator, right? Like, just making pretty Sims is not really going to be enough for the game. But who knows? I mean, I'm very optimistic about it. I'm very cautiously enthused about it. So we'll see. Oh wow, that's a long trip. We don't use kilometers here in the States, but that's probably close to, oh man, like probably 7 miles from where I live. That's a long, long trip without a car. You have a bus? Were you guys in your community? I mean, I know that mass transit's a lot more common over in Europe. And even when I've been to smaller towns in France and stuff, they have bus service. Here in my town, we also do have bus service. That's what I would have to take if I didn't have a car. Well, I wouldn't have to. I could walk it, and I have walked those sort of distances before, but oh man, that's a long walk. So have a good luck. Good luck with the walk. I hope that it goes well. No, you're going to go by foot, huh? Well, there you go, right? It says 1 hour? I don't know. 1 hour is pretty optimistic, I think. Maybe that's just me because I'm slow. I could be kind of slow. I don't walk a whole lot here in the States. I have at different times, and like I said, there's a bus that stops maybe about a kilometer from where I live, I would say about a kilometer. And so I do sometimes take, the bus to get around or have. It's not too common for me to do that. I'm going to put this chair in here, I think, instead of this one. But that's a long walk, buddy. I'm going to hope, I guess it's not as hot there. Yeah, good luck to your foot. Do. That must be an important package, right? For sure. I'm going to put this little table in here. I don't need a lot of stuff. I mean, one thing I keep reminding myself of is that this is a hotel, right? So I want a certain amount of decor in here. I want a certain amount of, let me see what we've got to play around with. I do want a certain amount of decor. I want a certain amount of decoration and stuff, but we don't really need a lot. Let's put that there. And in fact, in some ways, I've kind of gone a little overboard with some of it for a hotel. Oh, there's a bus strike. Okay. I have a friend that still lives in France. I had a friend that lived in France, but he still lives in France. And back when I went to visit him, there were strikes. And he said basically there's a strike like all the time from somebody. And he kind of thought they took turns, so that the whole system wouldn't collapse all at once. He's like, basically they take turns. It's kind of like this week is our turn to strike. So we'll strike this week. When I was there, the truckers, like the long haul truckers, like big trucks that deliver stuff, like delivery trucks, they were on strike, and they had like gummed up the whole road so that you couldn't drive down the road because they covered like both sides of the road with their trucks and just stopped, right? And the shoulders and everything. So like everybody just started driving across the field, which I was like, are you sure we should drive across the field? Because I didn't know who owned the field. I didn't know if it was a farmer, right? Or something's going to get mad. But he's like, oh, yeah, look, everyone else is doing it. So they all live here. They all live here. If they're going to do it, let's do it too. Put that there as a little bit of decorative touch. Maybe we'll do some lamps up there. Have a great day, Andre. Goodbye. Have a good walk. Get in and out, or get hopefully there and back quick for you. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Stay hydrated. Drink a lot of fluids, right? We're going to put a little basket of fruit in here. Let's do a little bit, kind of the same tone. I don't really know what I'm going to put on this wall. Nothing, I guess. I could have made the closet maybe a little bit bigger. I don't want the bed to feel too closed in. We could put a dresser or something here. One thing I've not put in these rooms, and I'm really bad about doing this, is I don't put in, television sets. I really do not put television sets in builds very often. And part of it is because that's all Sims will do. If you have a TV, all they want to do is stand around and watch TV all the time. The other part is I just don't think about it. I do have a television, of course, like pretty much most people in the United States. But I don't watch a lot of TV. If I'm going to watch anything, it is typically on YouTube. So I never really think of putting them in game. Let's go here. Let's grab. There we go. All in all, this is not too bad. This is going along pretty quickly. We might get this up before the end of the stream. We'll see. I'm hoping to upload this to the gallery before it's all said and done. Just put that in there for a little decorative touch. And maybe we could use this. Yeah, we could use that. I'll make it a little bit smaller. Over here, I think I'm going to turn the lights off real quick. Let's see what we've got going here light-wise. I'm going to take out these lights here because I want to use the new lighting from the new pack. I do love this light fixture. It's super cool. Here we go. Put this here. Now, being a hotel, I mean, typically I might go ahead and just do lamps, by the bed and lamps over by the chair because that would be kind of in keeping with a hotel. I'm going to kind of line this up here. Whoops. So we'll grab a quick selection of lamps. We've used a little bit of Horse Ranch stuff on here. I guess we could go with the Horse Ranch lamp. Where was it? I think I passed it already. Yeah, right there. We could go with that. Does it come in an orange? It comes in a red. Does come in a blue. I've used a little bit of blue in this apartment. Let's go ahead and go with a blue. See if that kind of ties in some of our other areas. Go with that. Do. Just taking care of, you probably heard there, that alarm. That is kind of a secondary alarm for myself in case I oversleep, which does happen, right? I guess we could do something on the wall to look like reading lamps, like reading lights for the bed. Oh, I don't think we need it though. Hell, the Sims aren't going to care. I'm going to use a little bit of this stuff here though, as kind of an accent wall in this room. Along that edge there, tie it into the rest of the apartment, give ourselves a little burst of color there. Now, otherwise, we pretty much have this done. The bathroom's done, the closet's done. I think the bedroom looks a lot better now with a little bit of decor in here. We might throw in one more piece of art. Where, let's see, what shall we use? I could use so much more art in game. I really could. I should use custom content, but I don't like trying to sort it out. But there's always like so much beautiful custom content out there, and I've used it a little bit just to see it, just to look at it. And I really do like it, but I do not want to have to keep it separated out because I do upload my builds, to the gallery. Do I need anything else over here, really? No, I think that does it. Okay, so that takes care of that. We do have a closet in this room as well. I need to put some clothes in that closet. Let me look at this one. At one point, I was going to leave these closets empty, right? Because it's a hotel and you wouldn't, there wouldn't be anything in the closet until you, came to stay for the night. But then I decided, well, this is really more of an apartment. That's the word I'm looking for. It's really more of an apartment. So let's go ahead and just put in our closets here. I'm going to use the same end tables and the same lamps for this particular side as I did for the other side. Again, that is kind of in keeping with a hotel, even an extended stay hotel like this one is. Grab some lamps. What have we got going on over here? That's good. We're going to do the same sort of treatment on the walls, this sort of accent stuff here. Gives it such a great pop of color. And it also kind of defines a little bit of, why I did want to go there. There it goes. Of the room, right? Like this is kind of the sleeping area. This is the living area. This is our closet and our bath. So let's see if we can find ourselves some art. I really would love to I would love to do these sort of things and then put pictures in there because there's a lot of photographic art in hotels. The bad thing about doing that is if you put a photograph or a painting from reference in your game, then the gallery reads it as custom content. So, that leads, then nobody can really find it unless maybe they saw it on here or something, they might be able to. I'd like to do some sort of large, colorful, I guess we could use this. Put that there maybe. What else do we have to work with on that? I kind of would like it just with a different frame, not that one and not that one though. So let's leave it with that. And then I'm going to grab this and maybe put it to use, or maybe not. Maybe I don't have any place else to put it. I was thinking about using that smaller, not smaller, excuse me, the sort of a little more colorful version of this. I guess we could do like this and that, and then kind of change it to that. That's what I was thinking. The only bad thing is the other thing that matches is just fruit, right? But I guess we could go with just fruit. Let's go with fruit. It's a little bit kind of quirky, but it's fine. We'll take this out. Grab our lighting and let's see here. Put this in here. And then I'll probably use just this standard tax lighting in here, these puck lights up on the ceiling for the bathroom and the sort of walk-in closet area there. What else do we need? Not much. I guess we could put in, let's take that out. Let's grab this particular light fixture here. We'll put it here above the table. Did I put under counter lighting here for the kitchen? Now it has a sort of built-in under counter light here. I usually augment that with this. It's kind of tight there with that stuff on the walls, but that's okay. You really can't see it. It's just going to kind of brighten up the area underneath it. I'm going to need to put in a bunch of elevators here in a little bit. This hotel or this building will use elevators to go from floor to floor. Okay, so we've kind of got some stuff here. Still a little shadowy here in the living room. I think what we might do is first of all, let's grab this and make it a little smaller. And then we'll just double up the lighting here. And we'll stack one on top of the other. So it has a little bit of a look, right? It has a little bit of look like it was meant to be like that. We're going to make that a little bit smaller too. And I think we could do the same thing on this side simply because, again, it feels just a little bit too shadowy here in the dining room. So we'll pull like that. Out here on these balconies, I have not done a lot. Again, in keeping with kind of a hotel feel, I just haven't put a lot of stuff out on the balcony. A couple of loungers, and that's been about it. Honestly, if this was a real hotel, I probably would design this a little bit different. And this would be a pool maybe down here, open all the way up through the next 3 floors. And then we would have a top floor private balcony for the penthouse area. Since it's not a real hotel, I did not end up going that direction. So there you go, right? Especially on these cheaper kind of units, right? The not penthouse unit. I just threw a few things out there to say that we did. Now, on the penthouse unit, I did do some exterior furniture. So, we've got that. Do, 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 do. Might throw a few maybe plants out here. I kind of see this as sort of, this is the presidential suite. Since the first thing was that this was going to be a hotel, I really saw it as sort of, where is it here? As sort of place like companies, rent a lot. Sometimes someone might rent it for, say, like their honeymoon or something. But a lot of times companies will rent those sort of presidential suites to use for, conventions or, sort of hospitality type of suite for big meetings and things like that. So I put in a lot of seating, big area to entertain. Let's drop back down here. Okay, so I would say that this is pretty much done and ready to go, except for we do need to put elevators on each floor. And we're going to do a quick walkthrough now, kind of like at a Sim's eye view to see what this place looks like. To see if I've missed any like areas of paint. Somehow it's just easier for me to catch it this way. So usually if I go down to a Sim's eye view, I'm going to go down like this, right? Here's our little elevator lobby for this floor, which again, if this was a true hotel, every floor would have this sort of, elevator lobby like this. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can get a little bit more of a look here. So, not too bad. We've got a good view of the city, little place to sit, some greenery, right? Our elevator will go right here. We are going to have to put in elevators here in a little bit. Through this door is our first extended stay 1-bedroom. Little entryway. Over this way, we've got our kitchen, a full kitchen, small but pretty usable, along with a nice little kind of dining area, Now, you could use this again as an apartment, right? That's basically what I'll use it for since we don't have hotels. We can use it as kind of like a little apartment here. We've got a little seating area over here, nice little living room. And then out here, I divided this particular balcony into two. On the other levels, I left it as one large balcony. But again, a sort of great view out, right? Great view out to the plaza over here. Nice view. Nice view off to the plaza. There's our market off to the other side. Can't really see the market. We could for a second there with that wall. But from this unit, you cannot see the market. Maybe from this unit, you can see the market. Let me see. Probably. Yeah. This unit has a really nice view of the market. Pull back a little bit here. Getting a little bit of graphical kind of stuff going on. There we go. There's our market down there. Okay, so let's pull back here. We'll take a look at the bedroom real quick. We'll go through this other unit this way. The bedrooms are exactly the same. The living areas of these units are a little bit different. But, pretty much the same with the living units as well, because we do have the same furniture. The kitchen and dining area are set up a little bit different because of the way this unit is angled. This is our sort of entryway. Basically, again, the same as the other apartment. Through this door is a bathroom, like a half bath area, sort of for guests to use. It's kind of the same. Well, how do I have this laid out? Let me take a quick look here. It's the same bathroom as the bedroom, but there's access from this side for guests to use it as well. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. We'll drop back down here in tab mode. And we'll go into our bedroom. Bedroom's pretty nice. We got a little desk area here, a little office area for the hotel, or for the room. Let me back out just a little bit. Nice area for the bed setup. In fact, in some ways, I do like the way this apartment is decorated and designed better than the 2 bedrooms. Same thing goes for the penthouse. I got a little bit of decorative stuff there just because it's an upscale hotel, right? This is our walk-in closet right there. Can't really see it, but it's there. Trust me. And then, of course, the bath area. The bath does have a shower, sink, tub, and toilet. And the tub has a gorgeous view of the downtown area, right? Gorgeous view of the downtown area out over the city. Now here on the second floor, we've just decorated this floor. We'll do a quick walkthrough here. This floor does have the elevator in place. So here we go. Elevator, kitchen area. This direction, we have kind of a dining room, more of a true dining room in this space, of course, because it is much larger than the other one. And then our living area. I didn't really do any decor in the shelves in here. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. I don't know. In some ways, I like to leave a little bit of open space, and then as people collect things through the game and stuff, they have someplace to put stuff, right? And the other units are so heavily decorated, I kind of left this one a little more room for personalization from the person, who actually downloads it. Through here, we have a half bath right through there. A true half bath. It is not shared with the bedrooms. We've got kind of a smaller bedroom here. I mean, I guess they're about the same size, but I think of this one as a smaller one. Let's back out a little bit. This is what we just decorated, of course. So, coming in as a sim would see it, it looks pretty good. If I had this hotel room, I'd be pretty happy. It's got a great view of the city. Can't go wrong with that, of course. And it's pretty nice through here, right? It's got a pretty nice, exciting, urban, modern look. Great view. Love the view. I've got it set as nighttime view, which I guess is kind of typical with hotels. But, like we're there more at night. During the day, we're out doing our stuff, right? There's kind of our sink area. Again, great view out over the city. And then we have a 1-unit tub and shower from Growing Together, the Growing Together pack. And we'll go this route here. Here we go. This is our larger bedroom in this unit. We've got a nice full sitting area here. Back in this direction, again, a sort of typical, what I think of as almost a typical hotel sort of look, right? Some art, maybe an accent wall color. Pretty normal, pretty usual. Now, one thing I did not put into this particular building, and I usually don't, is curtains. Mostly because I don't like a lot of them. I do like some of them, but it's really hard for me to find curtains I like, and you can't open and close them, right? So most of the time I just leave them off. I do, I have to admit. This is our kind of walk-in closet. This is a large closet for this unit. Again, it's a closet with a view. Got a little bench here in case you need to put your shoes on or something. And then through the closet, which is a pretty typical setup for me to do, pass through the closet into a bathroom. Bathroom has an expensive tub. It's the most expensive tub in the game, I think. The jetted tub there. We've got a crystal box sort of shower insert. I didn't just do a freestanding shower like I did in the other one. The shower stuck on the wall, which is a little bit odd. Typically, I do that. I don't know what I was really thinking here, but I didn't do it. And we've got dual sinks here looking out, again, out over the city. Now, the next unit is our 2-story penthouse unit. I really quite like this place. I did a lot of well, I mean, I think I did a lot of fun sort of stuff with it. This needs to come out. Hopefully it doesn't erase anything. We're going to put our elevator, of course, in there. So let's drop down here and take a look, start touring through. Let me go out, actually. Zoom out here and then go into tab mode. Okay, so we'll back out a little bit here. Kind of have just a little seating area over here, which is a little bit odd. Now, again, this unit is used, I imagine it as sort of corporate use, large events happening here. It is supposed to be a hotel. So this is just a little seating area. You have to go around the stairs to get here, so it's a little kind of private area. If you want to get away from everybody with someone, just sit down and talk privately between the two of you. Kind of what I was thinking of there. Now, if we go this direction, we're going to. There should be something there. Let me go back out of tab mode again. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go like that. Let me back out here a little bit. And we're going to go down this way here. It's one of our Sims I've been kind of playtesting with. We have more of a full kitchen in this one. We've got a galley style kitchen with, again, it's kind of closed off. So it's not really meant for family use, although this could be used as an apartment. I didn't set it up like a modern family apartment. This would be more for catering and parties for the caterers to go. And since that's usually kind of a louder sort of experience, a little more chaotic, it's a little more sealed off from the rest of the unit. Using the new bar stuff, of course, here from Lovestruck, we put in sort of a lounge back in this part of the unit. You can see out there to the balcony, there are 2 guest baths as well. Again, since this is meant for throwing parties, this is meant for having a lot of guests. There's a guest bath through here. There's a guest bath through here. And then we have a little kind of dual living area with a place to have some dinner. Again, it's set up bar style, like a bar height, because again, I'm thinking of it more for events more than someone lives here. Now, if I did end up using this as an apartment, I might switch things up a little bit, but probably not a lot. Probably not a lot. I might still use it the same way. Out here, you can see we've got, a number of areas again just to sit and hang out and talk and have a drink and kill time. If this was used as sort of a hospitality suite for Sims, right? That's what we would do. Now, upstairs, we're going to have 2 bedrooms. I probably am going to have to exit tab mode real quick. Yeah, because see, we're supposed to have some trees there as we come up the top of the stairs. And we'll look around this way as though we're coming into our bedroom. Now, the bedrooms here, I tried to do, let me again come back out because there should be a piece of art there. Sometimes when you're in tab mode, it doesn't want to show you what's behind you, right? When you first go into tab mode. So we're going to fix that real quick. Zoom out a little bit. And we'll go through here. So we got some artwork on the wall there, against the wall. And we have a sort of, a little living space here in our bedroom. right? Nice little living area. Again, tried to do it pretty fun, pretty kind of pop culture-y looking, bright colors, a little postmodern, bright colors. I'm going to have trouble with tab mode here on this top floor. Sometimes it seems to have trouble on the top floor. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good, though. Bright colors, interesting shapes, stuff like that. Over on this side through this one door, let me pull back here. Oh, come on. Line up for me. We'll go through here. Now, it's not showing anything through there. Let me take a look here. Let's try this again. We'll go into tab mode and see. Okay. Did I not outfit this bathroom? Oh, maybe I didn't outfit this bathroom. And okay, so we'll look at the other bathroom and closet. This means I won't upload this immediately because I need to do just a mirror of this bathroom and closet with the one in the other bedroom. So we'll look at it in the other bedroom. And we'll do that first. Speaking of the other bedroom, we'll just head that way now. We'll go back into tab mode here. Sim's eye view. See if we can get ourselves lined up pretty well here. So through the doors, you first come up off the stairs. You get a bathroom area here, right? We have our sinks. I might not have any mirrors there for those sinks yet. I need to look at the bathrooms and make sure that I've got them completely finished off. I do have some clutter in place, though, so that seems a little odd. I didn't put sinks there. We have the toilet here. We have a tub here with the gorgeous view of the city, of course. And then we have a two-person kind of walk-in custom shower there. You can just kind of see it. It gives a really great view of the city. Now, back around this way, this tight area. We have a closet. There we go. There's the closet. We have a walk-in closet, a small walk-in closet for the unit that is through this door here, right? So we have a nice little walk-in closet there. Out here on this side, we have a sitting area, again, just like we did for the other bedroom. We have kind of a sitting area here. Again, bright colors, a lot of pattern, a lot of bright colors. This is our bed area. Same thing. Nice little mishmash of different sort of styles and ideas kind of pull in here. Some texture and pattern on the wall. And all in all, that is this particular unit. I really like this unit. I think it's got a lot of fun in the decorating, Out here, I went ahead and put in, since this is our penthouse, right, I put in a hot tub along with some loungers. And that is this particular build. That is the tour of this particular build. Hopefully I can get this up today from work. Hopefully sometime at work I can pause, stop for a little bit, finish off those two bathrooms and upload this to the gallery. We'll have to see. I also have to do schoolwork at work. So I've got some schoolwork to do, some reading, some note taking. I'm working on a couple of projects, of course, that are due every week. You've got something due, right? So I got to work. I've been working on some of that. I always write everything kind of in advance, and that way I can go back and sort of tinker with it and change things and reread it, and rewrite it, stuff like that. So if you're watching right now or watching in the future, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And we will be switching gears a little bit in the future. I'm kind of done with building for the moment, maybe a little bit done with Let's Plays at the moment. I'm going to try to switch into doing a little bit of video creation. There is a video series I wanted to do that is more of a true video series, a film, edit, put it together sort of series for the Lovestruck pack. So that's what we're going to swing into. And I think I might do a couple of live streams showing how I set up scenes and how I set that up for recording, because it's a more complicated process than people might think to do that. And then, of course, you've got to go through and edit everything and put music to it. And I do write a script beforehand, so I have some idea where I'm going. So where do I want to put people? Where do I want people standing? What do I want them to do? How do I want them to interact? And of course, before that, I have to download mods so I can adjust their emotions at whim, so that I can adjust the weather at whim, so I can adjust the timing at whim, so I can do all this stuff to set up the perfect moment to record probably about 10 seconds of video. And I'll probably have to film like 3 minutes of video to get that perfect 10 seconds. But that would be coming up. Maybe I'll do that as a live stream coming up as we move along. So that was it. Again, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And until that time, until next time, thanks for watching.